Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well today. And yes, I know I open that way all the time, but I do hope you're doing well. This is David Richard Alma with Balancing the Tribe, Body, Mind, and Spirit. So, if you're kind of just joining this, I kind of figured out over the years, I started working on the body, mind, and spirit at different times and through pure interest. And I came to the point where I really realized how important it was almost 3 years ago. Matter of fact, it'll be 3 years ago next month. Went for a simple biopsy. Had complications, woke up in ICU the next day. Went back with a bunch of tubes coming out. Went back a week later, cancer diagnosis. Week after that, 8-hour surgery. And I kind of handled it all pretty easily. And that's when I fully realized the importance of working on your body, your mind, and spirit. Your health and wellness, but taking it to a deeper level. So that's what I've been sharing with you. One of the things is you need to be, well, I guess I try not to say, I try to be aware of my words, not say need, should. It's in your best interest to be open to a variety of different ways to take care of your health. Over the past several years, I've realized how important this actually is. I always look at the angles here and I adjust the screen. If you've seen this, you know I do that. For the past couple of years, I realized how important it is to do a variety of things to take care of your health and wellness. With food, you want to eat a variety of foods so you get the different vitamins, minerals, nutrients in your system. When it comes to exercise, again, I do my best to be aware of the wording, and I always slip up at times. It's working yourself in a variety of ways so you get different aspects. For myself personally, my go-to training is resistance training. And I think that's actually very important because when you do resistance training, it creates muscles that works on the bones, the ligaments. It does work on the bones, tendons, ligaments, bones, and it can help protect people against osteoporosis because you build up the density of bones, they become stronger. The strength you have, the more muscle mass you have, the faster your metabolism, which means you burn calories faster. The strength you have carries over to everything else you do. When you have good strength, especially, even as you're younger, but as you get older, I'm talking about your 70s, 80s, and 90s, you can get up out of a chair without assistance. You can walk faster. You can catch yourself recovery faster from, if you stumble or fall, you have reaction times quicker. And then in general, you're able to play with your kids and grandkids easier. You're able to move furniture around if you need to, or at least slide them around. You're able to carry groceries and different things around the house. So that's why one of the reasons I feel muscle strength is so important. And if you do heavy enough routine, and heavy enough is arbitrary for everyone. Everyone's different. What's heavy to me is probably going to be different for you. But you can actually get a conditioning workout as well. It works your heart and lungs. But conditioning, I don't like to call it cardio. Conditioning absolutely does have its place. But I said all that to kind of realize that working different ways for the past, basically about a year and a half, I think, year and a half, something like that, I've used kettlebells and bodyweight exercises, which I have done previously, but I've also incorporated in doing back to barbell work, sandbag work, and I have learned having those different ways actually functions my body quite differently, and it has a tremendous carryover effect because it allows me to do different things. I'm stronger in certain ways. I'm stronger overall than if I just use one. One of the reasons this kind of got me going is I watched the CrossFit games. Now, I'm not personally into CrossFit. It's not something I'm interested in. There's a lot of pros and there's also some cons depending on who does the training. But the idea is you got athletes that have to do a variety of different things. They have to be able to run, sometimes sprint, cycle, swim, rowing machine, plus lift heavy weights. So there's a variety of aspects. I like that idea. And this also goes over to spirituality. There's not just one way for spirituality. There's different ways to meditate. There's different ways to connect with God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. There's different ways to be out in nature, whether you go for a walk, or you go for a hike, or you just sit out in the woods, out in the forest, out in the jungle. There's a variety of different ways. But the whole aspect of what I'm trying here is be open to different ideas. Because if you're always socked into just one, you're going to miss so much of the experience and so much of the benefits. Listen to some of the things I said and get some ideas. Learn from other people. I mentioned this a number of times over the past couple of years, and that is disconjointed learning, where you learn from a variety of different sources, including the ones that kind of are in opposition to direct what you believe, but you can still get a different idea out of there. So be open to learning about your health and wellness and how you can take care of it. And then from there, You experiment, you learn, you try something. What works? What do you like? What don't you like? And then start using those into your life. Get the benefits of it. Find something else. Find something new. Don't stay stagnant doing just one thing. Now, if you're, even when you're just an athlete, I mean, if you're doing just a cyclist doing running, incorporating other aspects in there does help out. So if you're only cycling only, but if you start going in, you can incorporate weight resistance training can help out in just about any activity. But if you're, say, cycling, you do a little bit of running every once in a while because you're using muscles in a slightly different way. You get to recover differently. Because if you're doing even if you're running, if you do the exact same thing all the time, but instead of a run, you're going for the walk, you're still basically using the same muscle but a different way. I mean, using the same muscles but in a slightly less intense. Versus if you did cycling or swimming, you're using different muscles in a different way. And sometimes you're just, let me try that again. You're using different muscles and sometimes the same muscles in a different way. So it works everything around there. You get the blood flow in there. You get things there. You get to recover as well. So there's this is a whole different video I can talk to. But just be open to learning something new and finding what works for you. That's one of the key things. People don't. I don't want to do that type of exercise. Don't. Do something else that you like. Do something else that you want to do. Same thing with, I don't care for that type of meditation. I can't work that. Well, find something else that does. Be open to learning. You've probably heard the phrase before. And I know I've used it before. Mine is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. It's a little kind of corny. It might be a little corny, but you have to be. That's the only way you're going to learn something new is being open to what's out there. All right, so let me know your thoughts on that. How have you been open to learn something new? Excuse me. Something might even surprise you as well. Because that's one thing I've gone through, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Past year and a half or so, something like that there. I've gone through and really expanded between using different types of weight training, resistance training, conditioning, and I'm probably one of the better shapes I've been in my life. I'm in my late 40s now. Big difference. Variety. All right, so take care. We'll catch you next time. Balance it too. Bye-bye.